Oops. Hello people, if anyone's here. I can't see the chat for a moment because I'm farting around. Let me just get this to work. Oh, there we go, there's some chat. Hello Will. Hello mate. Am I wearing the black on black Tesseract monogram hoodie? No, I'm wearing a what's it called? Old Navy special. I've just got a million of these Old Navy hoodies that I love because they're cheap and comfortable. Hope everyone's doing well. If the glare from the background is annoying you, let me know and I can close the curtains. But I'm having a bit of daylight at the moment because why not? So I'm back and I'm making this big giant session. We've got Exile, and for anyone that was around last night, there was some tomfoolery around this section. Oh, that's not the right one, is it? This is the right one. All of this craziness. And I've gone in and changed the wait. See, that feels wrong now. I guess it's not wrong. I've spent a long time this morning just getting all these bits right. I need to play along with it to figure out if it's right. But I'm not going to do that yet because I want to carry on making this. I have got Eclipse, which I need to just quickly switch to. Where's Eclipse? Here it is. So there was this was a project file that I used for a Toontrack MIDI thing, and one of the things was me drumming along to Eclipse. So I should be able to export, oh come on, export this. Why is oh, okay. Cubase. You have to tell it which project you're in, otherwise it doesn't know which project you're in, which is quite fair. All right, disease. And mute all those, I don't actually need those. Noise lanes, it's ridiculous. All right, I'm gonna hit export on this. Make sure nothing else is audible. Shouldn't be. Mix down. It's going to go into my live stream, mix down. We're going to call it Eclipse Drumless. Do you want to see something really cool? I like the game Elden Ring because it's ridiculous and fun and really difficult. And I've got this thing, Grace Given, which is a giant book of Elden Ring lore. It's so nice. I got it as a Christmas gift and it arrived a week or so ago. It's so dense though. It's so insanely dense. It's a bunch of super fans have put this thing together, and it's not light reading. It's pretty intense, but it's a very nice book. Something really pleasing about a nice book. You know what I mean? Okay, I am going to copy the tempo first. So from the very beginning of the file, we've got only a couple of little tempo changes, which is nice. This one should be fairly painless. Where are we going? Live stream, mix down, Eclipse. Let's go from there. No, let's go from there. That didn't work, did it? That did, though. Yeah! Very, very nice. And then if I go back to the other project, which is that one, I should just be able to copy the time sigs because there is some stuff going on. And they should paste in like that. I mean, that doesn't need to be there. And I'm betting that 125, that's also 125, so I don't need that. All right, Papa Rain. Tell you what I should probably do. Do a little post for the internet. See if we get some folks visiting from Instagram. So let's do that. Hello, the internet. I'm making a big giant TesseracT Cubase file over on YouTube at the moment. Go to youtube.com/jposthomes and I'll see you there. There we go, that was easy. Now I have to post that. Otherwise, that was pointless. I've done a very good job of not being on Instagram lately. Let's post this. Just checking that my YouTube is actually youtube.com/jposthomes, because I don't actually know. I don't go to my own YouTube very often. Let's have a look. There he is. Your videos? Sick. I can just copy that, can't I? Share, copy link. Is listening to me, like, talk through my process as I'm doing this thing, like listening to a parent trying to work their phone. It's the same kind of thing. Let's go. Link. That'll do. That doesn't need to happen. But for that bit, I would like it to be 4/8. I'm just going to redo this time signature stuff here because it's a shambles. That's wrong. Oh, my drum lesson thing is just completely on the screen. That's great. I've got this thing that's supposed to have made it appear every now and then disappear every now and then, and it looks like it's just on the screen. How do I change this? Tools, scripts. Maybe it's that way around. Let's try that again, shall we? Oh, bollocks. Oh, I just completely deleted it. Let's try this again. Adam, I'm working on... sorry, my group chat's just done something stupid. What am I working on? I'm working on a big TesseracT file which has got all of the drums in it that I want. Let's see. Let's see if I can get this thing to work. Well, that's not currently working. Oh, there you go. That's working. I used to know everything about OBS and now I do not. Okay, well that isn't doing what I wanted to do. So let's do repeat. Source. Delay after activated. It's just coming and going now. All right, it stays on screen for 3 seconds. Let's make that 10 seconds. I hate that you have to do it in milliseconds because it confuses me. Duration. That's what I don't know. I know, delay after activated, 10 seconds, so we'll see what that does. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So hold time, 10 seconds. Let's see what happens now. I think it's going to stay on screen. Okay. And then let's do 5 seconds in between the thing. So I just want to test before I make this thing actually work. I did this before the stream and then it just stopped working because that's how these things go. So on screen for 10 seconds and then off screen for 5, hopefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back. Yes, sick. All right. So now I just need to make that like 10 minutes. What on earth is that? It's a lot, isn't it? What's 10 minutes in milliseconds, everyone? Isn't it 60,000 or something? Or 600,000? 600,000 would make sense, wouldn't it? Because it's 60, 10 mins in milliseconds. Yeah, 600,000 milliseconds, sorry. That should do it. Okay. Crikey Moses. He did it. All right, everyone, let's get back to the drum lesson stuff instead of my adverts that you don't care about. I am making this. I feel like this one should be easy. All right, Bazza. How you doing? So what I'm going to do while I do this real quick is just turn down the volume of all of the click just a bit because it's pokey, isn't it? This is where I need to do some stupidness. I don't know what this is going to be, so I'm just going to guess. Hello, Sundar. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. There, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. So 9, 8. And then it starts back at 4/8, but I'll change the clicks there so it's something nice. That's going to be 4/8 again. Easy. 1 bar and 9/8. That's loud. That's going to wind me up. The synths are ridiculously loud. So, Bit of work to do here. I believe it's just 120 all the way through like this. Just like that. That was a piece of cake. So Eclipse is in there. Guys, we're smashing this. I feel like that was that colour. So I'm back to the start now. Oh my god. How exciting. And now, what's the next song on this album? I don't know. Start a Q&A. What's the next song on this album? You can just start a Q&A directly in the chat like that. That's brilliant. I can't see the chat when it's happening though, so I'm going to end the Q&A. There we go. How good was that? That's so funny. I think it's Palingenesis. What do you reckon? Am I right? Is it Palingenesis? You people that know our albums better than the band members, let's have a look on Tidal. Let's see what Tidal's saying. Altered State. Palingenesis. Brilliant. Let's find that. Dropbox. I bet I haven't got that one. Palingen. Oh, I have got it. 2019. Wonder if that's a drumless version. Nope. Are any of these drumless? That's what I need to figure out. Nope. And they're all MP3s because we don't have WAVs. Okay. Well, work with what I've got. I will have to make a drumless version of this. So first off, we're going to figure out the tempo. That's what I need to know first before anything else. All right, Hamboozled. Adam, we're on Altered State, mate. We did a load of one and a bit of Altered State last night, and it's going really well. Okay, easiest way to figure out tempo, I reckon it's going to be so it's faster than 120. Excuse me, we don't do that. We do this. I reckon. Around 132, but I need to get the timing of it right, so. I think it's either slightly faster than 130 or I haven't quite aligned this, and I'm tempted to say I haven't quite aligned this. We'll see. Oh, my drum thing worked. Yeah. Okay, that's clearly working. I want a version of it that is stems though, so I'm just going to go to Moises and I'm going to log in with my stuff and I'm going to reactivate my membership. Because actually I think, am I paying for it? I don't actually know. No, I'm on a free account, so let's how do you change it? Unlock all features. Here we go. $3.33 a month. Is that all it is? That's crazy. Upgrade now. I'll just do a monthly one. That's fine. Oh no, it's $5.99 if you do it monthly. That's fine. I don't care. And almost there. Oh, screw this. Hang on. Processed. There we go. Sick. Okay, now I can upload into it. You guys seen this? Moises. It's crazy. So I can get my file and I can do new. I can drag it in and I mean, let's do that. Let's get all of the things. And then it figures all the stuff out. It's kind of crazy how it does it. Anyone wondering what White Boy Funk Groove is? It's a new TesseracT idea. It's a new demo. It's really nice. This will be done in a sec. And then I'll be able to export what I need. I think we're there. Look at that. Flipping sick. Is it? Oh, it's okay. There we go. Look at that. Mental. All right. I'm going to do WAV. I'm going to do export all channels. Yeah, screw it. I'll do export all channels. It's useful to have this stuff. And I'm going to do an export mix, but I don't want the mix to have vocals in it. So let's mute them. I don't want the mix to have drums, but I do want the mix to have the rest. So export mix. It's kind of crazy. And then that'll download in a minute. Go to my downloads folder. I should have still working. Come on, where's the flipping thing gone? Okay, I've now got a drumless version of it where it's a little bit wobbly, but it'll be better than nothing. Ah, it changes there. So at that point, it goes. So I've got to change from 130 to 2/3 of 130, I think. I've got to do that. Ah, I'm doing the math wrong. Yeah, I can go down at that. Oops, at that point, I think. Oh shit! The bed. What did I just do? There we go. 86. Okay, that's wrong. Wow, completely balls the timing of this up. I also can't hear the metronome now, so I'm gonna reverse my previous decision, knock it up a little bit. So it's not 100. Somewhere between 97 and 98. It's going to be one of those weird ones, isn't it? 97 point. Okay, 97.5 it seems to be. I'm going to give myself an eighth note thing there. I think I actually need to reference the original like the original drums to kind of get a feel for what's going on here, because it's confusing me. I don't know the song that well. Yeah, 195. It could have just been that. You're right. Yeah, you are right. It could have just been 195 and then 4/4. Shall I do it? Darcy, got the ice down here, it's cleared up. Cheers from Durham. Yeah, it's still a bit on the ground. Unfortunately, I haven't seen any racist white dudes in camo rocking around killing people, so not too much ice. Okay, that one's a bar of 6/4. Or let's do 4-4-2-4. Oops. There is a modulation and a half in a minute, isn't there? Should we do the tempo thing or just... I think if we go back to 130, I'll be able to... Because it would be 260, wouldn't it? Which would be silly. Should we see what happens? If I do 260? But this would become... It's not that. It's just a time sync change. Okay. Oh, of course, this song goes into the other one, so perfect. I'm gonna not delete that because it's helpful to have it as a reference because I'll never play the song. Zertatar. How do I feel about the band Periphery? How do you feel about tracks by Matt Halpin? We've toured with them a long time ago. We did a Periphery League of Extraordinary Gentlemen tour in the UK and Europe a very, very long time ago, and then we did Australia as well. We haven't toured with them for a long time though. There's been talks of like tours happening and then they've fallen through, but yeah, I mean they're flipping great at what they do. I don't honestly listen to much music by many bands, so I don't really. I can't really comment on specific tracks or anything like that, but they're exceptional at what they do and they're really nice guys. Yeah. Gonna give myself a little count in there. Sick. All right, I'm going to say Palingenesis is done. Give myself a little sneaky green. Now I need to get Calabi Yao. Is that how you say it? Such a ridiculous song name. No more ridiculous than our demos, though, I guess. Oh, I found it. Ooh, Calabi Yao drums, no quantize. No drums. Have I got a version without drums already? Nope. Oh, that's a terrible version of me playing it on the drums. Drums. I've got a WAV though, so I'll put that WAV up into not Zoom. Don't want to go on Zoom. That's the wrong thing. That's definitely the wrong thing. We're going to do a new one. That's fine. Justin. 2 seconds. Zertar, what do I think about Sleep Token? I don't know their music. I don't listen to anything. They're doing very well, I know that much. I don't listen to anything that people might expect I'll listen to. I basically listen to new TesseracT songs that I've got to learn, and then podcasts. That's what I actually listen to the most. I can tell you what I think about podcasts. Music now, it's changed for me. You know, back in the day, it used to be the thing that I was obsessed with, that I used to play. I used to listen to a lot of bands. Well, no, I didn't used to listen to a lot of bands. I used to listen to the same bands over and over and over again. But these days, the thing that I get from music isn't the same as what it was when I was in my late teens and in my 20s. It's been a long time since I've discovered new music, and I think it's for a couple of reasons. There's so much music out there. It's kind of like option paralysis. What do you listen to? But also, there is a thing, I forgot exactly what it's called, but there is a thing that happens to you as you age with music, or can happen to some people, where you stop getting that kind of... Sorry, my dog's about to go crazy. You stop getting that feeling or memory feeling, I suppose, that music can root you in. It just stops being quite as exciting. And the older music that you root in memories becomes more exciting. So, you know, I could go back and listen to like an old Cubase record, because that's what I used to listen to a lot when I was younger, or Nothing by Meshuggah. I could still listen to that record quite easily. There's records that are very much rooted in my past and in memories and in times, and I'd sooner listen to those than try and find something new, because new stuff doesn't affect me in an emotional way like that stuff did. And the other part of it, I think, is because I've had the curtain pulled back, because I'm in the music industry. I know how it all works. So, like, having an album feels less special than it would have when I was in my late teens trying to make an album. Like, having an album now is just what happens. It's just the product of what we make, and I expect it, rather than it's this super special thing that, you know, I think when you're a listener, when you absorb music, it's still probably that, but when you're a creator of it, it becomes kind of a product and a business, and that zaps a little bit of the fun away from it. I'm kind of telling a pretty miserable story about music at the moment, but that is kind of the truth. It's my lived experience of it, at least. Yeah. Your podcast is really nice, actually. Thank you. Well, okay, so the TesseracT podcast doesn't exist anymore. We stopped paying for the hosting on it because we weren't adding to it. I mean, something's just sat there and not being added to, it's kind of rubbish. But there's an idea that I'm playing with. So you can't really see it because it's blasting sunlight through here, but if it wasn't as bright outside, you would see my home studio that's being built up the top of the garden there. I really like the idea of hosting podcasts, like if ever friends are coming through town on tour and stuff. I love the idea of having people come and like have a chat in there and putting those videos out. I feel like with something like that, it has to start probably with me going to people, because no one's going to come to me until I've got a following to have a conversation. You know, I say a following, a much bigger following. I think if you've got hundreds of thousands of people that follow you on these platforms, people might zoom in and have conversations, but the way that I want to do it is more of a really nice looking video with a podcast that gets put out. So it goes on YouTube and it goes on the podcast apps. I don't know what it's called. I really like the idea of doing that because I like talking with people, and I'd just enjoy it. I know that I'd enjoy it. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see where that goes. Any thoughts on going back for a LATAM tour? We will at some point. There isn't a solid plan in the diary at the moment, but it's something that we will definitely do with new music. So I'd say within the next 2 years. It thinks the saxophone is vocals. That's so funny. All right, let's export that current mix. Vocalist playing sax. I mean, to be fair, it was a vocalist playing sax. If anyone doesn't know, that was Chris Barretto. He used to be the vocalist in Monuments, and he played sax over this track for us. And we saw him actually last year on the Devin Townsend tour. We were touring the US, and Chris came out to the New York show. Hadn't seen him in a long time. Preparing files. Prepare them quicker. I want them now. There we go. Finished. Superb. And then I want one that is only the drums. So, oh, go away. Oh, what happened there? I closed something before I meant to close it. Let's go back to Moises. Open Moises. I want just drums. Export. Mix. This is a crazy track. JS Gutierrez Gomez. Have I ever had problems with my hip flexors? If yes, any tips to overcome it? You're trying to put your throne higher because you think you're using your whole leg for double bass. I haven't had any problems, but I'm also not playing insanely fast double kick. And if you're trying to play insanely fast double kick, and at some point you don't switch to using more like ankles and calves, you are going to have a terrible time with your hips. If you're just pushing through and brute forcing with bad technique, it's gonna you're gonna have a bad time. So yeah, I haven't had problems with that. I had problems with hand tendon stuff, and I got over that with some stretching exercises and by not being on tour and by dropping my stick size a few years ago. But yeah, if you're playing up at speeds where it feels like, okay, your hips are actually just going to fall to pieces, work on developing control with a much smaller movement. And it's going to be difficult, and you're going to feel like you suck because double kick is just the most difficult thing to get good at. But you need to, like, yourself in 10 years or 20 years is going to be so grateful that you put in the time with a different technique to not destroy your body. Like, do you want to be able to walk when you're 60 or 70 or 80? Or do you want to be able to play fast double kick now? You know, it's one of those things that's difficult to think about, but it's a lesson that you'll absolutely learn if you're doing the wrong thing and ruining your hips. A friend of mine's had to have hip replacement. He's younger than me because of, he would say, playing drums with bad technique. And he's younger than me. He's like, fuck, that's crazy. Speed is irrelevant if control and technique is not mastered. Yeah, the thing is with faster technique, with faster double kick, coming from someone that doesn't play it, is that you, and any other technique, is like you reach a point where you have to change technique, and playing this new technique at a tempo that's too slow isn't getting you really closer to being able to do it. You have to play at a tempo that's like just a bit uncomfortable, where it's falling apart. And you have to practice there and still like keep going back and reminding yourself, no, like relax, practice this new technique, let it fall apart, okay, relax, practice the new technique, and just loop and loop and loop. And you got to do it over time. But if you measure yourself, you will see improvements, even if it feels like it sucks. And it's the reason that there aren't that many people that are good at it. It's because it's difficult. And if something's difficult, people generally don't stick at it. They give up and they do something easier. Look, that's how I'm spelling it. There's this funny thing. So I was playing the UK drum show last year, and it was fantastic. And it was myself and Mike Johnston and a couple of other guys, and we were talking in our little backstage green room thing about practicing, right? And how people have, pretty much everyone has all these questions around practicing, what you're supposed to do, how long you're supposed to practice for. If I'm trying to get better at double kick, how long do I need to do it for? How many days a week? How long do those sessions need to be? What kind of tempos do I need to focus on? Everyone's focusing on the wrong thing. It's not about worrying about all of that stuff. It's about turning up with enough regularity and consistency and just practicing. Like if you're trying to optimize the exact thing that you're practicing, as long as you're practicing something that is on the edge of your abilities, you're practicing the right thing. That's all it is, like just practice. And I wish that message could reach more people, because it's the honest answer for all of this stuff. Like, we kind of joked about it because we've got drum lesson websites. You know, Mike's got his one, I've got my one. There's Drumeo, there's JP, there's all these different drum lesson websites offering things. And I think what we're offering is insight into the styles of drumming that we're good at, right? And there is some technique stuff in there, but really you've got to feel the change. And the only person that can feel that change and development is yourself. Like, no one else can do that for you or do the work for you. So if you're spending time behind the kit, if you're doing it 4-5 times a week, and you're working on something that is just on the edge of your current abilities, you're going to be improving no matter what that thing is. But try to switch off from the things that you see other people able to do online, because that's comparing yourself to them is definitely a route to feeling miserable. And just focus on developing yourself. And I've tried to just do that for the longest time, because it's not a competition at the end of the day. Like, you're only really, I consider myself only to be in competition with myself yesterday, right? So I'm in competition with me yesterday. I'm not in competition with some dude on the internet who can play 300 BPM double kick with 1 foot. But TikTok would have you think otherwise. So just do your thing. Do your thing and enjoy it. Right. let's get this and this. At that point, it's definitely going to have a 4/4. And I think we're going to have to go back down to whatever this was, 130. Nope, it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. Not that. It's such an awkward flipping tempo. It's not 120. Getting closer. 125. Could be that. I think it is that. Okay, it's not 4/4 though. That's the thing. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. When we get up to I mean, it could just be 4/4, but see, like there it's changing. So if that was 1 bar of 3/4, I'm just going to make up my own time signatures now. So and then 5/4. So I think it's 4/4 and 5/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Yeah, it's what a pain in the ass. 4/4 and 5/4. But I could just see there. I could just do 4/8. We got 125. Yeah, could do 9/4. But it's where it's having the up the. It's having those that are like when I'm talking about 9/4s, you've just got a long line of like having the it's just how I like to hear it. See, okay, I'm going to change, even though it's annoying. Oh, that's fine. I'll just do that. Sick. That wasn't too painful. All right, guys, give me 2 seconds. I kind of want to go and make a tea, so I'm going to go and do that, and then I'll be back. Hello. Okay, the kettle's boiling. I can hear it when it beeps, so I'll wait a second. Okay, what we've got now after this song, Calabi-Yao, Palingenesis, or the other way around. Oh, I get to colour it. That's exciting. There we go. Yeah. Wait. It wasn't that. It was Palingenesis first, and then stupid name. Palingen. I don't know how you spell it. Let's just do that. And then another song, Calabi. And then, isn't it Singularity after that? Which is great because I've got that. I've got that as a file that I did for, what do you call it, for Minel. I couldn't remember the name. I'm losing it. Flipping losing it. So where do I find that? It's going to be in my drum folder probably. Minel. Not that one though. Maybe it's just in a Minel folder here. Why I've got two minor folders, I do not know. Singularity, yeah, beautiful. So I can just open up this. That's going to take a second. Giuseppe, you missed the previous episode. Is Eden missing? No, I've already done one. I did all of one yesterday and some of Altered State, and we're about to finish Altered State with Singularity and Embers in a moment. My kettle's just boiled, so give me 2 seconds, and I'll be back. Tea. Tea is good. Pickles, you're the man. I am a man. Well, if your message was just, Jay, you're a man, and get you in trouble these days, that will. Thank you. Hey Jay, what's the purpose of a master drum file? I'll be able to show you in 1 minute and 10 seconds when this is finished doing its thing. So I've basically got all of the TesseracT songs in one file, rather than having them scattered all over the place, which I currently have. They're not all in one place, and that makes it a huge pain in the backside whenever I've got to reference a song for a drum lesson, or just for gaining familiarity with the song again if I haven't played it for a long time, or for live streams. So yesterday we got all of one done up to Exile in Altered State, and then I was able to switch over to playing along to Exile, because I hadn't done that in ages. Yeah, it's just organisation for practicing. Drum clinics as well, it's going to be helpful for that, so I could just take like requests and play through a song that people want to hear, rather than having to have things really planned out all the time. It's just an asset for me to have, which is good. It's going to make all future projects quite a bit easier. Holy crap. Bullshit. Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. We're getting a balance. I like having a little bit of vocals in there, but look at all this time signature nonsense. Okay. So mute the drums, export that version of it. Audio mix down, singularity, no drums. We're going to stick it in my mix down folder for live stream. You guys can't see, but my dog Eddie has just come and sat by the side of me because he wants his chin scratched, and also he wants a treat. That's what he wants, really. He does this when he wants something, and I don't have the strength to decline him what he wants because he's a dog and he's cute. See you in a bit, Miguel. Have a wonderful time until the next time I see you. I'm going to solo the drums and do that as well. Export audio mix down, singularity, only drums. All right, Trashy, how you doing? Tell you what's a game changer. You guys can't probably tell, but I'm standing up right now. I bought myself one of those standing desks and it goes up and down. It's brilliant. I was having a terrible time with my lower back for like 12 months until December when I got this desk. And if I looked at like probably why I'm getting a bad back, one, I'm 41. Two, I sit down all the time. I'm sat down at this desk making lessons and editing things and there. And I thought, let's take a punt at one of these standing desks. People are talking about them all the time, how good they are. And I was starting to see some of the science around the long-term negative health issues that arise from sitting down all day. So I thought, let's start standing up all day instead. And oh my God, the difference is insane. In about a week, my lower back was just like, oh, I'm normal again. I'm not exaggerating. Like, I didn't do anything special or extra. I just was standing up all day. Lower back, like, I would say it's at like 2% of the pain that it was at before. And that's the truth. Yeah, it's insane. So get yourself a standing desk. My one, it goes up and down. There's a button over on this side. You can kind of fine tune it. But I've got just a couple of macro buttons and it'll, check this out, I can show you. This actually looks really cool when I do this. All cams, front only. Watch this. I'll press the button. Meow. Looks like I've got some fancy camera set up. And it goes down to drum level height. And then I can get, oh, you can see the studio up the garden as well there. But it's so good. And you should definitely get one if your back is in a bad time. Odin. Epic name. You used to mock your girlfriend for being obsessed with some influencer's stream, but now you're literally screaming, seeing one of the best drummers alive online. Greetings from Russia. You shouldn't mock your girlfriend for liking someone on the internet. But thank you for hanging out, man. We are making a giant TesseracT file right now, and I'm going to let's see. I've got to get all of this crap into there. Trashy, my next purchase is a walking pad so that I can walk and PC. So I've been thinking about that. I've got one of those anti-fatigue mats on the ground because I've got a hardwood floor, and I've also got like a rocker thing so I can rock back and forth. I tend to use the anti-fatigue mat quite a bit more than the rocker. But the other thing that I am doing is I've got a 4 or 5 day a week exercise routine, and a lot of it is zone 2 stuff to improve cardiovascular health. And I'm doing quite a bit of jogging at the moment, which isn't true for any other part of my life. So I feel like I'm getting quite a few steps in, but I'm tempted to have a look at so I could just be walking on the spot here. I don't know how that would affect my work, we'll see, but let us know how it goes if you get one of those. What am I doing now? I've copied the tempo, so if I go back to this one, I'm going to paste it in here. That did absolutely nothing. So let's go back. Oh, come on. Singularity, copy. I might have to make my project. There we go, let's do that. Come on. Okay, so that did something. And then go back to Singularity. Let's copy all this time signature nonsense. That is a ridiculous amount of time signatures. Let's go signature. Come on, let's work. Yeah. And then we should just be able to drag Singularity no drums and Singularity only drums, and then put these in the right place. Dogs are unhappy about something. We have a dog that is on guard all the time, and it's so annoying. Okay, so that's where Embers starts. And we're going to colour that in. That colour. I think I've just done all of Altered State, guys. Because that's just worked without any bullshit, which is brilliant. Yes. Sick! Look at all that. How mental is that? Oh, the flipping cues are in there. I don't want those. I've got to fix that. That's so stupid. All right. We've got just these cues at the end. I'll export them separately, but audio mix down. Drumless version 2. Foolish. Zertatar, if I were to meet myself at the age of 18, what would be your main advice to yourself? Wow. I've heard that question asked on like podcasts and things that I listen to of people who I respect, and I've never thought about that question. Because there's so many things that I'd want to say, like some really dumb things. It's all the cliche things. Like my grandparents would say, you need to save your money, you need to save your money, you need to save your money. And when you're a kid, you're like, oh, bollocks to that, I've got plenty of time. And then you discover compound interest when you're in your late 30s and you're like, oh, thanks school, why didn't you teach me about this? So yeah, I'd have probably tried to not be such a financial dickhead in my youth, and I'd have put money away. Like there was a point in my life where I was working and I had a business and I was making just so much extra money, which sounds obscene at the time. It wasn't a ridiculous amount of money, but it was a few grand each month that I was making on top of what I needed, which is kind of extravagant, right? And all I did was spend that money on material things. I had a nicer car, I bought nice big speakers, I put a lot of that money into my studios, to be fair, which became the business that supported me when TesseracT started. So that wasn't a complete waste of time. But yeah, I could have been smarter with money in my youth, I suppose. Start getting into a healthy routine with your health, with exercise at an early age, because it compounds, and you'll be grateful that you did it. You'll be grateful that you started it the earlier you start it in later life. I don't want to be immobile. I want to grow and maintain strength, and it's getting more and more difficult to do that because I'm in my 40s. So yeah, that would be something. It's all things that an 18-year-old wouldn't necessarily understand, though, because you need to have the perspective of life to learn these lessons. All of the things that wise old people tell you, it's like, oh yeah, but you need to have got to like the precipice, the edge of your experience with the thing. It needs to have gotten bad enough for you to make the change, and I think that's true for pretty much everyone. So yeah, what would I do? I'd tell him, if I knew where I am now, that music is, you'll be fine if you just want to do music, mate. Don't worry about it. It's going to work out. I guess, yeah, kind of those things. They're kind of miserable things. I'd give him a hug. I'd give my 18-year-old me a hug and be like, you're going to be good, mate. You're going to find your confidence, because he was nervous. And you're going to keep improving on the drums, and you're going to get kicked out of a band and it's going to hurt, but then you're going to find the band that's going to take you forwards into a career. And yeah, stop eating so much crap. You're eating rubbish. You don't know this yet, mate, but eating McDonald's is really not good for you. Stop eating McDonald's. I haven't had McDonald's in years, like decades probably. So yeah, those would be the things. It would be all things that are trying to help me now somehow be in a better position, which is selfish, but also I'm me, so I'm going to give myself that advice. It's like me in 20 years' time is going to tell me now to put 1,000,000% of my effort into developing my website and finding drummers that want to learn from me. If I do that work now, then me in the future is more stable. So don't waste your money on McDonald's now. It's not good. No, I mean I agree. I don't have McDonald's. That's not even an option. I would rather eat my goat's bum pebbles than eat McDonald's. Okay. I think I can go back to my project now. I can open up all TesseracT. I can make it the active project. And where are we? Singularity, Drumless 2. What I'm going to do is just do Embers though, because the Singularity, maybe there was some cues in Singularity. I'll just deal with it. I'll do it the proper way. Oops. Oh, the other thing that I'm realising is that I bet the flipping mixer on this is down. Oh no, it's fine. I'll just raise the volume of it in here slightly, because you can tell that it's quieter than. Do that. You guys can tell me if it ever sounds wonky on a stream. I'm sure it'll be fine. I think we're onto that, and then we're onto that. Yes, sick. Dale sat here with my partner, who's also the bassist, and said, I wish my drummer actually did this instead of me. To be fair, in TesseracT, it's normally Ackle that puts together like the files that we're playing live and all of that. But this is for me. Like, this is a tool that I have wanted forever, that I was like, I should have this, for God's sake. It would be so relatively easy to make. It's just a bit of work up front, and then I've got this thing forever. But I've procrastinated on it because there hasn't been like a super need for it. It's just, yeah. Anyway, that's Exile with drums. So I'm going to put that. I'll just leave it where it is. It was a very exciting answer. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Thanks for asking questions. Also, guys, if I don't know if you're aware, because I haven't said it on this stream. So I'm doing all of this so that I've also got this for live streaming, right? I used to do a lot of live streaming on Twitch and a little bit on YouTube, and I really enjoy it. I enjoyed like turning up and playing drums and talking with you guys and taking live questions, and it engages my brain in a way that kind of nothing else does. It's one of the things, or it's the only thing really that comes close to performing live, on stage with TesseracT. It's the only thing that I can do from home that comes close to that feeling. When I have a really good live stream and I'm energized and it's been fun, I end it in a really positive mindset, and it's the same positive mindset that I get after a good show. It's the same feeling. So I'm getting back into a routine of doing live streams. The first one's going to be 4 p.m. on Friday this week, and I might end up doing more than that if it's really fun. So 4 p.m. Eastern Time Friday, drum live stream, TesseracT songs. They're all going to be in there, and then on the last Sunday of every month, for my website members, jpostones.com, I'm hosting a student-only AMA. So if you've been working on any of the exercises on the website, that's your chance to get some time with me. And it's hosted on Zoom, and we're actually talking with students and stuff. But I've been doing that with my masterclass students, and in the past, through January, I've been doing it with everyone that's on the website. And if you want to check that out, you can go and get a 7-day trial on the website, see if it's something you enjoy. Constantly working on the website and adding to it. It's a completely custom built solution to host my lessons. In fact, I might as well just show you real quick, because that's easy to do. So if I go to JPostOwns, this is the website. And at the moment we've just got loads and loads and loads and loads of lessons that I've been working on for a very long time. We've got live stream replays. I'm going to put those into their own tag up here fairly soon. But we have a lesson. You can kind of preview it there, see what it's like. It's going to give you the skill level that it is. It's going to tag things that it's got something to do with. You can create custom practice lists. You've got a lesson video. And then in longer lessons, let's find one. Modulation. Let's do that one. You've also got exercises where it syncs to like the notation, and you can slow them down and do all that kind of thing. And there's also courses which I'm developing at the moment. So there's specific TesseracT song courses, and this one is what I recommend if you're checking out the website for the first time. 9-day drumming transformation. 9 lessons, there's exercises in all of it. I think there's 70 different exercises through this one. Just do one of these a day for 9 days and watch what happens with your drumming. And then for people that are really getting into it, there's my masterclass, which is kind of a deep dive into the types of concepts that I'm really into. And this runs over, it's supposed to run over 10 weeks, but I actually extended it because I'm giving everyone quite a bit more time, and I'm dropping 1 lesson a week rather than 2 lessons a week. So it's more like 20 weeks at the moment. But yeah, I'm really proud of the site. It's really cool, and you can get yourself a 7-day free trial to check out all the lessons just by going to jpostowns.com. Spiel over. And now, everyone, we're on to Polaris. How exciting! Thrilling. So, hit save. Dystopia is the first one. I know we've done Dystopia a million times. When did we last play Dystopia, and do I have a drumless version of it? Let's have a look. Dystopia. WAV. Easiest way to find it. Dystopia drums. That's not what I want. Dystopia Athens. Dystopia drums Athens. Dystopia. That's just the drums. I don't think I've got a drumless version of it. So what I'm going to do is find it. This is what I normally have to do. This is why I'm making this file, guys. This is the bullshit that I normally have to do to try and find a drumless version of something, is remember what TesseracT said that we've used it in and go back to that. We didn't play it at Arctangent. We didn't play it in Europe. I think we would have played it in Latin America, I think. Activate the project. Okay, go away. Okay. And then I look in the project for Dystopia. There it is. I was right. Yep. Okay, so now what I need to do in this file is get all of the things into it that I want to make one version of it. So I've got guide tracks, well, guitar's muted at the moment. Okay, BVs. We can take those down probably to -6. Just a hint of them there, which is what I like. Nikki Duncan, drum library is awesome. Thank you very much. I love it. It's so good to have. Okay, I'm happy with that as a loop. I've got cues off, and I've turned the guitars and bass up. Everything's sounding pretty good. Let's export that. Export audio mix down. Disto here. Drumless. I'm going to go over to my mix down. Export. Just doing that quick. Look at that, beautiful. And I'm going to do one of just the drums, even though I don't need it, but you never know. There we go. Export. Dystopia. Drums only. And then tempo's 235. I don't think anything changes. I think it's just 235 all the way through. Just make sure of that. Looks like it to me. It goes off the scale there. And it's just 4/4 all the way through. I guess we'll find out. I'm pretty sure it is though. So we give ourselves a wee bit of space. A little bit more. Let's go there. And let's go album. Let's go. Oh, yeah, it helps if I do that. Polaris. And then we're going to set a tempo matey boy around here. Change it to 235. And Dystopia. Drumless. Drums only. So what I'm actually going to do is set the time signature 4/4, but it's just going to be that until I get to the counting, which is going to be there. Sick. How and when did I realise I wanted to become a professional drummer? I think it's always been the only option for me. The idea of doing anything else just filled me with anxiety. I knew very, very young, like in my teens, that this is what I wanted to do. That isn't drumless, is it? Just realising I'm listening to a version of it that is not drumless at all. So let's save this, go back to the this one. That should be drumless now if I export Dystopia drumless V2. Don't know what happened there really. Some nonsense. Ah, come on. That's it. Okay, so there is a tempo change here. There. That's random. I got the tempo spot on by just placing the tempo marker. I didn't I bumped it up to 240 and it's the right tempo. So it goes up 5 BPM. This fill. So difficult to play that. Looks like everything's locked in. What I'm going to do here as well. Let's do uh, 120. Oh, come on. So there, we're going to nip back to Ackles just dropped another song. I want to listen to it, but I can't do that here, unfortunately. I mean, I suppose I could, but I might get in trouble. Brill. Well, there's Dystopia done. That wasn't too painful, was it? Let's do, what colour are we on now? We did that one last, so we're on orange. Orange. Hexes now. Oh. When on earth did we last play hexes? Very long time ago. I'm not going to have that in a project, I don't think. Hexes. I'm going to have to ask Ackle for this at some point. You'd love to see my first thoughts on a new idea. Does it take you a couple of listens to fully take it in? Yeah, I mean, normally what happens is there's an initial reaction to the track, and I find that to be the most truthful, revealing indicator of whether it's a demo worth pursuing. I've got a very high bar for what ends up being final, both in terms of like what I play on the drums, but also the TesseracT ideas. And if there's something that I think isn't up to our standard, I push back pretty hard. For example, Echoes, that track, I didn't think it was strong enough. It used to be called Fatal Cut as the demo, and I thought it was dreadful. It was the most basic, boring thing. I didn't enjoy anything, and I was a bit miffed that it ended up on the record. But I've actually learned to enjoy playing it. I've learned to enjoy performing it live, but I didn't think it was a particularly strong song, and I was pretty vocal about that the whole time. But TesseracT, there's 5 people, we all have an opinion, we are a democracy, so 4 against 1, and it doesn't mean that I was wrong. It's just my subjective experience, my emotional experience of the song. I think the new stuff that Ackle's been sending, especially the last few things, it's made me just smile and laugh. As the first time, I'm like, oh, like first time I hear it, and when I have that kind of reaction, it's like, oh man, it hits so hard, and that to me is like the truth. It's like that. Okay, it's going to be good if we just continue following that track. It's going to be sick. If I'm having that reaction, I'm confident that when we've really fleshed this thing out and it's finalized and we deliver it to people, that other people will have that reaction. So it's a very easy experience. It's really truthful, it's really revealing, and that's all that I really listen to. So yeah. And then after the first listen, I either feel that or I don't feel that. But I typically do feel that. And I'll then just put the idea in on loop mode when I'm trying to learn it. I'll put it on my phone so that I've got it in the car, and I just listen to the thing over and over, because there's a part of the learning process is only listening. You're just listening and listening and listening and getting it to the point where like the syncopation of the snare hits, if they're not just on the 1 and the 2 and the 4, or if they're not just landing on the 3, if they're in like a weird place, that means syncopated, right? If you're playing something when it's in an odd time, getting that stuff just installed, getting the software of that installed in my brain, I just have to listen to it over and over and over. So and if I don't understand it, then if there's something that I don't understand, that's when I take it into a computer like this, and I'll program in the drums, and I'll learn it a little bit at a time. And that's one of the processes that I teach, like how to get good at doing all that stuff. through my lessons, because I think you can expedite the learning process by having a visual aid, and you don't need to be able to read notation, but it becomes very easy to recognize dots on a screen. But there's with some folks there's resistance to getting good enough at the software and the workflow to use that as a process. But if you're open to using that as a process, you're willing to give it a shot, you can learn really complex things on the drums so much faster than just by listening to it or by trying to follow along with notation. I think that's my experience of it, and a bunch of my students would agree, I think. Okay, hexes. I don't have a version of it. I've only got, let's see. I wonder, I'm going to have to try and find this. Somewhere there's a TesseracT Assets Google Drive, and I wonder if I've still got it. Because there's TesseracT Assets, there we go. Audio, stems, Polaris stems. Brilliant. Stems or substems? What's the difference going to be? I think I've just got all the stems for Polaris, so that's nice. Because I don't want to. Moises is fine, but it does create kind of a wonky, pulley pushy thing in the audio. So let's see, we're almost there with hexes. Let's see what this is when I open it up. Hexes demo. Oh, you guys won't have heard this. See, I know this version really well. Oh yeah. That bit though. That little vocal lift. Oh. It's great. That flipping demo. I've almost got more memories of that than the released version. Fun fact, I didn't hear the final version of that track until the album was mastered. I didn't hear, Ackle just worked on it in like the background and obsessed for like a couple of weeks, and I suddenly got a download link once we submitted everything and this new track had appeared, which was this fleshed out version of Hexes, and it was, the initial ideas for it came out of a jam that me and Ackle and Martin, the other vocalist on that, were having at Middle Farm Studios, where we recorded War of Being. This is in like 2014, 15. And 2014, I guess. Damn, that's a long time ago. Holy crap. Anyway, we were in there working on an album with Martin, and this jam happened one morning, and like the little ideas for hexes, the little motifs came about, and then that demo happened, and then a completely different song ended up as the final one on the record. And I was around my friend Steve's house, and we were having lots of beers and having a good time. And he's got these big speakers in his music room that used to belong to Robert Plant, of all people. Can you believe that? These big JBL speakers that apparently Robert Plant used to take on tour with him, and he bought them off him. And the first time I heard hexes was through these big giant Robert Plant speakers, which is kind of mental, really. It's a pretty good way to hear it for the first time. Right, hexes. I need to open up the file that I just got, which is copy of hexes, right? Extract, yes, do it, do the extraction. Well, it took me an embarrassingly long time before I realised there was guest vocals on this track. Yeah, me too. Okay. Oh, there's a Cubase project. Oh, you're kidding. Oh, look at this. It's all quiet. And there's no MIDI. It's not the end of the world. I can figure that out. I'm going to turn drums off. This is something that I should be able to do in Cubase. I just want all of the vocals, everything here to lower in volume, and I don't know how to do that because it's not, there's a folder, but it looks like this. Group configuration box, does that work? Do I then get a box channel? Nope. There should be a way to do it, I'd never do it, so I don't actually know. What's a VCA mean? Not that. Hold control and select the tracks. I don't know which one it is though, there's so many of them. Hang on a sec. If I just solo this, make a little
secret, this my shadows and mystery. It isn't a secret, this my shadows and mystery. It isn't a secret, this my shadows and mystery.
Oh, it's only those.
It isn't a secret, this my shadows and mystery. It isn't a secret, this my shadows and mystery. It isn't a secret, this my shadows and mystery. It isn't a secret, this my shadows and mystery.
Yeah, I just don't know how to do it.
A secret, this my
Add group track.
mystery. It isn't a secret,
I don't know if that's it.
shadows and mystery. It isn't a
Yeah, I don't know.
this my shadows and mystery. It isn't a secret, this my shadows.
You can do it. Now you can slide the fader and it adjusts all the tracks. It doesn't though because there's nothing going to it. Look. Group. Box. There's nothing there. So it doesn't. That's not how you do it. You would think you could just do that and be like, group these. And I'm sure you can. These are all vocal things, so I kind of want all of those to be link selected tracks. Nope, not that.
It isn't a secret, this my shadows and mystery. It isn't a secret, this my shadows and mystery. It isn't a secret, this my shadows.
Oh, this is infuriating.
It isn't a secret, this my shadows and mystery.
Group channel selected tracks. Let's try that. Ah! Got it. So well, I've just broken something completely. Oops, something's. I just completely broke it. I've just undone it and it's just not there anymore. Let's see if I can fix it. Solo, all of them, mixer, all of these. Group channel to selected things. Vox. We're back. There we go. I did it. Okay. I'm confident that's done what I wanted, so that's good. Now I can export that. So hexes, drumless. How good is that? I just learned a new skill. Export. Yay! Okay, I'm going to do this one and then I'm going to eat something because I haven't eaten today, which is foolish. It's 1 p.m. Okay, we now go to TesseracT stream file. We go to my mixdown folder. We go date created, hexes drumless, drag it in there. I've got 104 as the tempo. I don't know if that's true, but we're about to find out. Seems like it might be. 105. Maybe not. Why are they always an awkward tempo? Like, come on. I don't know that I've got a Hexes Guitar Pro. And to do a bit of manual. It's actually like a 6/8 thing, or 6/4. We definitely have these somewhere. I just, because we've done sessions with this song, I just don't know where. metronome's a little bit too fast. This is an annoying metronome. 104. It's not. Oh, what on earth is it going to be? Somewhere between 104.5 and 104.6667. It's infuriating. That's too fast there. I like it to change back to 4/4. Too fast? Like, there isn't, unless there's a tiny little tempo change, which I'm not aware that there is. Oh, that's what it is. But the tempo is wrong, so. That's not the tempo because it's sped up at that point. 104.5. This is the worst. It modulates there. Oh man. Oops. Certitar. Can the fact that I don't know English prevent me from being comfortable in the course? I mean, English is going to be beneficial because I speak English. It's like if I was taking a course in a drummer, but with a drummer who only spoke Spanish, I would then need to translate it to Spanish. But I think you can turn subtitles on the videos because it's the Vimeo video. So I would say it's beneficial to understand English, but for the exercises, if you know, for the videos at least, for the exercises, you can play along without being able to understand what I'm saying. But I'd be lying if I said I think you'll get more out of it if you don't understand English, if that makes any sense. Ooh, this one's a weird one. It's a 5/8, but oh, okay. No, it's not that weird. Kind of want the drums in. I've forgotten what I'm doing. Ah, where's my drums? Where's my drums? Ah. Mix down. I just want Hex's drums. Back her off. That. Right click. Drums. There's a lot of work that's going into this, not gonna lie. The only needle it moves forward is my brain. But I've wanted to do this for ages, and this is a nice change of pace. Weird. Didn't do the whole thing. I must have done something silly in here. No. Okay, let's try that again. Drums only, 2. Why did it chop it off at the end there? Once it's done, it's done. That is true. Once anything's done, it is done. I'm gonna get my little dopamine hit here. Anyone else play the Pokemon trading card game on mobile and enjoy opening the packs? Because I do. I like it. It's sugary and delicious. Let's see. You can open a booster pack. There's a specific... Oh, I can open 2 packs. How exciting. There's a specific card I'm going for, and I bet I don't get it. Because... Yes. This one. I'm trying to get a Blastoise out of that pack. Should we see if I get it? Come on, you guys can do it with me. I don't know if it's gonna be a bit too bright, but let's have a go. Come on, Blastoise. Oh no, we've got something that's not terrible. We got a Turtonator. Turtonator. That's how they'd say it in America. It's not Turtonator, it's Turtonator. And then we're gonna do another pack. Let's see. Come on, Blastoise. You're live on stream. And bullshit. No, we didn't get anything good. Oh well. Still got my dopamine hit. We were at a Asian food marketplace the other night, and they had packs of Japanese Pokemon cards, and I got a pack. I got a pack. It was very exciting. And I got this guy. Look at him, shiny. It was a thrill. booster packs expensive? I bet they are. I mean, I don't actually buy Pokemon cards religiously or anything. I've got a big old binder of them from when I was a kid in my cupboard, but yeah, I'm not trying to get into Pokemon cards. As much as I'm sure I'd love it, it seems like my money could be put into other places more effectively, like food. Oh, that's why. around the 155 mark, so Also, please get on the grid. What are you doing there? This band with the stupid tempos. I can see that it's not on there. It's slipping. Oh. I'm gonna have to do some stupidity. That feels good. So. Nope, it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. It's just ridiculous. It's not. It's a stupid tempo that makes no sense. It's so close, but like 156 is off. 157. 158 is going to be too fast. 156 and a half. That's too fast there. Here's what I'm going to do, because screw the stupid band. I'm going to make little segments of tempo where it seems to match. Like, that seems okay. It's slightly off at the start, but I can live with it. Now it's too slow. Slightly too slow, but like by the most pathetic amount. Can someone have a word with this band for me? Like, it's slightly off here, so now I'm just gonna figure it out from there. Too fast. Too fast. See, it's off there. Maybe it's not, because it's... I'm going to leave that there, even though it's wrong, because this song is stupid. Okay. It's like, it's not so wrong that anyone's going to notice, because I'm going to hear the metronome, but it is an annoying amount of fiddly. So that one can just eat a bag of dicks. And oh, I can colour these. That's nice to know. Let's do look at that. Sick. Oh, I'm doing it. Colour that. And that. I don't know why those are coloured. I don't want any of these coloured. They all get to be no colour. How do you remove a colour? Oh well, I guess you can't do... I just want a grey. I just want that to go back to being grey. I don't know how you do that. Anyway. Let's choose a different thing. Which is that. Nascent. I'm changing all of the wrong colours here. Palingenesis. And then the next green. Consume Fate 1. Calabi Yao. Yellowy. Oh. Greeny. That one. Oh, I missed a green. No. I missed a green. How awful. That's better. I want to go through and like colorize all those. Although, what a waste of time. What a literal waste of time. This, oh no, don't crash. I just broke it, everyone. All right, guys, I need to eat. I'm going to loopy. I'm doing things that don't need to be done. So I'm probably gonna be doing this later if anyone wants to hang out again. It's been lovely. Thanks for your company, and I'll see you guys. See you guys soon. Bye.